Westfield, New Jersey, Westfield, New Jersey, Westfield, New Jersey. Let's talk about Westfield, New Jersey. I actually feel sick over this because this is something that I've been talking about for a very long time. Others have been discussing this as well. We knew this day was coming. It's already been happening, and it's going to continue happening and will escalate. And that is the discussion about deep fakes. What's a deep fake? A deep fake is an image, a voice created of a person for malicious purposes, usually to be uploaded to porn sites, to share among predators, to do just terrible, terrible things. Westfield, New Jersey. Boys, teenage boys, Westfield High School. Westfield High School is known, their tagline at the high school is a tradition of excellence. Now, I'm calling out Westfield because it actually made the mainstream news for just a blurb, just for a day or so. But we know it's happening. We know that Westfield, New Jersey High School now is every high school, is every town. And it's a lovely town. And I feel very qualified to talk about Westfield because growing up in Jersey, we would travel to Westfield, a couple of towns over, to go to our family dentist. And I have very fond memories, well, not of the dentist, but of the community itself. Beautiful homes, rolling lawns, beautiful downtown bustling area, just lovely. So now fast forward. And Westfield itself on its website describes itself as an affluent community. Now I'm pointing all of this out because what we are going to be talking about, deep fakes, can happen inner cities, affluent communities. It has infected our entire population and there is no stopping it. It is all coming to fruition. Everything we've been talking about, artificial intelligence, AI for shorthand. So these boys, these teen boys at Westfield High School back in October, just went on the internet and found some, open AI and created of their fellow female students nude images. And then circulated them around the school. But don't fear, because the principal reported it did take us 4 days to discover what's going on here. But you know what? Everything's fine, folks, because we believe, and I put that in quotation marks, that the images were deleted. Now, how completely incompetent and stupid is this? First of all, teenage girls were reporting when they went to school on a Monday that many of the other students, boys in particular, were staring at them, laughing, pointing at them. They didn't know what was going on. Nobody knew. And I'm not really clear how the story broke 4 days later to the principal, how they discovered what was going on. 4 days. You know how much can happen in our online world in 4 days? I have no doubt these images are in the possession of millions of strangers. I have no doubt, and I'm saying this, I don't have proof, these images have been uploaded to porn sites. Maybe not these teen boy students, but once something is online, what do we teach you at the Warriors all the time? Once something is online, it is there forever. I don't care if you hit the delete button. So now we have teenage girls. We're not exactly sure. These schools not talking about it. I also noticed when I put in Westfield yesterday, this story would pop up all over. When I put in Westfield today, I had to search for this story. But the principal believes. Now, first of all, I have a problem with it has taken 4 days. Second of all, I have a problem with she believes, the school district, they believe the high school. They've been taken down. And third, I have a problem with the police who are now investigating with, well, we have nothing to go on because we don't have the images. Now, there is technology. It means resources. It means manpower. It means connecting to people who know how to find these images. It means people actually searching for these images. But let's talk about the girls. Where's the responsibility, the liability of these young men? There currently are no laws on the books about any of this artificial intelligence. This is what we've been worried about We constantly talk about the law lagging behind technology. I learned that from my husband. He's a lawyer, I'm not. And he constantly has said that. It's just a free-for-all out there. We thought the internet was bad, that we've been preaching about and educating about and warning everybody about. And yes, we all love our internet, and it's not going away. We live in a digital world, but you need to have guardrails and safety features and filters. And yes, we do have to deal with some child safety issues, laws, regulations. That is the way it is, but we haven't gotten very far. Right now in Congress, we have several bipartisan pieces of legislation to protect children. Nothing else. Nobody's going after your privacy. Nobody is looking to see what you're doing. They are strictly to protect children. We know big tech rules the roost. Of course, if you look any of this up, you will see that people want to go after your privacy, or it's a conspiracy theory, or it's, I don't know, a cult, whatever you want to call it. Let's get back to Westfield, New Jersey. So this story is very incomplete. The police, it seems, are not doing enough to research this and do their jobs and find out how they can locate these images. And I understand there's been a lot of defunding the police, and there's been a lot of not enough resources, manpower, because I hear it every single day. But what about these young girls, these women, these teenage girls? What about if they're applying to college? Because everybody goes right now to online and they look at pictures. I actually heard the other day, instead of looking at resumes in the future, they're just going to look at your online presence and determine from that. And we've been warning you about this, but most of you just really don't want to listen. What about these young women in the future applying for a job? How do you determine, is that a nude image of that person, or is it a deep fake? Now, we have a government. I will remind everybody that current occupant of the White House, and that will be Joe Biden, in case you don't know that. Just last Monday, about a week ago, issued an executive order about AI, artificial intelligence, but the gist of it was all about our national security. It barely touched on what I am talking to you about right now. Our children and this child sexual abuse material, this CSAM, these nude images of children. And that is where we need laws and guardrails. We need something done. What are we going to do about it? First of all, you, the public, you have to become warriors and know this is going on. Second, these girls did nothing. These boys just found it online, and they went on, I'm sure these girls, they went on their Snapchats and their TikToks and their Facebooks and Twitters, wherever they're on, any online platform. So how do we even control it? Because these girls did nothing wrong. And herein lies the problem. All of this noise and distraction about so many other things, but not this which is crucial and critical. What about the future for these young women? What about if they marry and become moms and their kids say, oh, you posed for those pictures? And I'm not suggesting about being embarrassed. I'm suggesting that this is criminal. Where is this all going to lead to? Again, I want you all to be aware. Go to my Facebook, go to my Twitter. You will see the story about Westfield, New Jersey high school, and these deep fakes. The government says, well, we're going to put watermarks on pictures. Really? Well, we've been waiting since 1996 for some safety features for the kids, and we're almost into 2024. So I don't have great faith in that, watermarks. Where's the money for that? Oh, I guess, I don't know. I guess it went to Ukraine or something like that, because it's not here. And this is where we need the millions and billions to straighten all of this out. I must say I resent our government right now for not working harder, just giving lip service to all of these issues instead of real action. So I advise you, know what's going on. Talk to your children. This is a situation, again, where it was out of control. These girls did nothing wrong, except they have online platforms with images. We have to start pulling back. I am sorry. I know there are truly addictions to being online for adults, teens, children. Start getting away. Nothing too personal. I'm sorry. And I say this as, I see today people my age posting their food and what restaurant they ate at and where they traveled with their family. We can't do that anymore. We cannot do that. The criminals are winning. The predators are 10 steps ahead of us. And law enforcement at all times. Understand what a deep fake is. Understand it's happening. Understand AI is here, artificial intelligence. It seems like nothing is real, doesn't it? In the meantime, what can you do? You can become a warrior. We still need to press on our elected officials. Go to house.gov, senate.gov, find out who represents you, and then write to them, call them, email them. Whatever it takes, do not be lazy. Tell them, we want bipartisan laws to protect our children online passed. That is it. And if you need help, go to my website, lynswarriors.org. Go to the Take Actions. I have examples there. I have things written out. Just copy it down. Do it. We have to try everything we've got in our toolkits to address this and keep our children safe, to keep our families safe. This is a nightmare that's been unleashed, and it's been happening right under our noses. Our government is doing nothing, in my opinion, about any of this. We have to do it. Community creates change. I want to also thank all of you who donate, who volunteer, who listen, who repost, who share. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. We have to continue doing it. We have to continue also always keeping our eyes on survivors and victims of human trafficking. That is where we use our donations to help them thrive and survive. The monies are used just for everyday toiletries, everyday transportation, clothing, food, whatever they need. So we want to thank you. Going into this holiday season, please consider donating. lynswarriors.org, there's a donate button. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. We have to fight in our homes and our communities, grassroots. That is where we can affect change. We're going to do it. We are going to win because I believe good will always win over evil. And I want you to join me. lynswarriors.org. Community creates change. Keep your children safe. It's up to you. And remember, today and every day, 2023, you can no longer sit on the sidelines. You must go out and be a warrior.